Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm so grateful to have you. I hope that you get cozy and plan to stay a while. I never say this, but please like the video, comment and subscribe if you vibe with it, if you are, connecting to it, if you feel like it's a thing for you, I would really appreciate it. Today is Friday, May 30th at 8:44 p.m. 8 right there. So beautiful, impactful energy. I'm really excited to get into y'all's reading. One, because it was very spur of the moment. Like, I felt your energy for the past week, but I felt like I wasn't gonna be guided to speak on it until this coming week. But then it came not out of nowhere, because again, I kind of already felt the energy, but today it's like, no, their reading is today. And that makes me really excited because we are coming out of that Scorpio full moon, and there's been a lot of disgruntled energy, a lot of frustration. So if you've been dealing with that and you feel like it's kind of just been off, it probably isn't your energy so much as universal shifts that are taking place. And so it's forcing everyone to look at themselves, their environment, what it is they need to change. I was gonna say want to change, but it's not even a want, more so like a forced purge, if you will. And so Scorpio energy, is all about endings and beginnings. It's definitely like, I'm seeing, I think it's called a hoe, where it has like the claws and you put it in it's a gardening tool, and you put it in the dirt and you pull it up. That's like what the whole collective has been forced to go through. So it's been very uncomfortable to certain capacities. Obviously very different for everyone. Discomfort looks different for everybody. However, it's been very transformative and specific regarding everyone individually seeing what it is that needs to change, take shape, or is no longer serving you. So you may have had a lot of, urgencies within your spirit to change. I'm hearing change ship. So maybe like go in a different direction, maybe move specifically and go somewhere else, change whatever it is you're involved in, but energy like that. So I'm excited because your reading before the last was about you guys going through a really traumatic sort of experience, heartbreak, a huge change within the home. And then the one following that, your last reading, was about Chariot to Neverland, and you're pushing a Porsche. And it was all about you starting to gain balance within your opposite energy and the divine masculine and feminine, and being able to really figure out what that roadmap looks like for you, and taking your pain and pouring it into your power, taking pain into power, in a way of not staying in that rut that you were coming out of, but more so, how do we navigate from here? And so now within the Scorpio full moon, it's this huge energy of a massive collective shift. So with you guys, I don't know what your reading is going to be about this time. Typically through like my meditation notes and downloads, I can tell where it's going, but I really can't, because your last two readings were already very specific in terms of what needed to be done, take shape, and shift. And now you guys are in a mindset of taking heed to that and making the proper adjustments, whatever that looks like for you. So I do feel like the reading's kind of going to be very packed with different energy, but I don't feel like it's going to be that long, because you guys are like in movement. Like, you're definitely in action energy. I feel like if you haven't been on the move a lot, you've just been doing a lot of different things, or it might be travel. So I have messages for you, then we're gonna go into your reading. I have a little fun thing here for you guys too that I've never done before, but we're gonna pop into that as well. So I'm gonna say a prayer, and then we're going to get it started. Lord and Spirit guides, thank you for bringing me to Sagittarius at this time, allowing us to share a space together, to be connected, to find the best and positive messages that you have for us in regards to Sagittarius's alignment, their direction, their prosperity, what it is that's in their heart that their heart needs filling for, any pockets that need more pouring, and all of the mindset changes, needs, and necessities that are desired, as well as given permission at this time. I ask for your continued hand, your protection, and your love over Sagittarius now and always. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so two messages before we start for real. One, you could either be seeing horses a lot or Porsche cars or trucks. Those are going to be your divine messages that you guys are in progress, like your progress is moving in the right direction. Because just before I was getting into your reading, I kept seeing all day today 7-7 or 777, which is Chariot energy, Cancer energy, but it talks about movement forward, and they are horses. The other thing that was very interesting, I was waiting to start your reading and I had to wait for a pickup because I'm selling some things in my apartment, going through my own changes as well, right? And so the girl whom I was waiting for, ended up coming by, and she looked almost exactly like a friend of mine who just passed away recently. And so I held it together, but after she left, I started being super emotional, but very, very grateful because I could just tell that that was my friend allowing a piece of what I cherish to leave my home. And then in exchange for it, obviously, like, they gave me money. But that just gives recognition to value, like some sort of exchange of value that you're going to receive. And it either could be from a Cancer or during Cancer season, which is starting June 20th, I believe, and then goes through till July 23rd or 22nd. So look out for that. But if you did recently lose someone, I'm sending blessings and prayers to you for sure. They are 100% coming through to give you something as a gift. I would set an alarm for 8:13 p.m. Can be tomorrow, so that's fine. Whenever you're seeing this, 8:13 p.m., you're gonna have confirmation of this. And I would just say gifts from the higher realms, or however you want to word it, so that you know that. Yeah. Yes. Okay, moving on. The names Sam, Frank, Watson, Kevin, Matthew, Stella, or Ashley could be significant. Or your initials could be KD. Maybe you know these people, you're dealing with them. Some of you could be changing jobs recently. I didn't mean to say recently. Some of you guys could be changing jobs. Okay. Something about a burden in regards to love for some of you. Nicki Minaj could be significant. She was coming through earlier. She's also a Sagittarius. Jamaica could be significant. You could be going to a museum or attending some sort of art room. I do feel like it's gonna grab some inspiration for you, and I feel like there's a message within. Wow, 8:08 here on the clock, 8:53. I do feel like it's gonna bring you some sort of revelation or epiphany about something that could work for you as well. Earlier, I was at this place and you walk in the room and it's just like all of this artwork all over the walls and pastels were on the ground, and there was this book that's sitting here that's sort of floating in the air. And so I feel like that's like a divine message coming down to be brought to you in regards to your creativity and something that it is that you're working on or just started working on. I'm hearing keys to success. Some of you could be quiet about a crush that you have currently. You might be selling your clothes, something from your closet, personal belongings. Also, in regards to this message, heavy balancing of your feminine and masculine energy, which is your sacral chakra overall. You guys have really worked to figure out, you know, what may be imbalanced on both sides, whether you realize you were doing that consciously or subconsciously, which is also what your last message was about. So I would honestly tell you to go listen to your last message, Chariots to Never Neverland, and You're Pushing a Porsche, and then come back to this one and see what's changed. Comment below, because I would also love to know. Some of you could be writers or poets that just rhymed. I see that some of you have an idea that you're holding on to. Going back to that museum energy or an art room, I feel like if you're going to visit a museum or an art room, you may find inspiration or courage to release what it is you're holding on to. Heavy emphasis on perfectionism for you guys as well. I kid you not, when I was channeling your messages through meditation and writing them down, I kept writing and erasing and writing and erasing, but I was writing the same things. It was more so just like I didn't like where it was on the page, or like a letter came out the wrong way. And then even when I was starting, I kept fixing the way the camera looked, which I normally never care about. So there's something about aesthetic or the way that something is received, projected upon, something like that. But heavy perfectionism energy for you guys. You could be dealing with a Virgo or have it very highly aspected in your chart. Hold on, let me just check this really fast. Yeah, set an alarm for midnight. You don't have to set an alarm, but confirmation right there, throat chakra. I feel like your spirit guides have a message for you. So pay attention to what you're doing, who you're talking to, what the conversation is, what something is symbolic of. At midnight, I was hearing when the clock strikes midnight. Cupid could be coming soon for you guys, or you could be Cupid. Weddings could be significant in regards to that energy as well, but I was seeing communication in regards to that. That might also have to do with that secret crush energy. And then I was hearing, I could you all the time. I could you all the time, which is by Jeremiah. And that shit came out of nowhere. Excuse me. That came out of nowhere. So that's definitely your energy. Maybe Cupid already came and that's what y'all got going on. I'm not sure. Cancer, Aries, or Capricorn is very significant. That could be who you're dealing with. Something about an event. Something about New Balance shoes. Maybe you just purchased them, but then I was also hearing New Balance. So I feel like you guys have found your footing within something. You're on better ground. You're moving forward, going back to that sacral chakra energy as well. Monday could be significant for you guys as well, but then I was hearing money. Then I heard Money Mondays. So I don't know, take it how it resonates. These places could mean something to you. Phoenix, Arizona, Washington, D.C., Brooklyn, New York, Oklahoma, Seattle, Texas, Atlanta, Philadelphia, or Chicago. I do feel like you guys have mastered something, especially with the way that my spirit guides have me coming to deliver a message for you sort of out of nowhere on the 30th, which is double 15 energy, which is of mastery. If not, you're dealing with a Capricorn, but if you do feel like you've reached a level of mastery within something, check your Saturn placement within your chart, because that's where a lot of massive change has taken place. The motorcycles are like moving behind me. That also is sort of chariot energy. So confirmation there. This message is a little weird. I see some of you guys going to like an establishment or a house to go visit someone who used to live there or who used to be there, but they don't, I'm hearing parlay there anymore. What? Or they don't frequent that area anymore. They don't live in that home anymore. You're aware of this, but you still ended up going to an old location And that could just be because this person is heavy within your energy and your personal thoughts, and whatever that is, I do feel like there's something about communication that might need to take place there. Heavy Sagittarius energy with that one, and a teal or blue door could be significant. Doesn't have to be. And then I was seeing a vision of a card from one of my decks that I pulled out. And it was a skull, and I heard charge it to my head, not my heart. So we're gonna start with that specifically and see what that's about. But I really hope that this window is not too loud for you guys. I feel overall that it's an energy of, you know, going back to the pain to power, like whatever you guys were going through, instead of keeping it in your heart, you've manifested it in your mind. We're going back to that balance of your opposite, your last reading, Gemini energy, and being more analytical with how you can take what's here and put it up here for you to move forward. So let me just find this card. And then see what that energy is about, because I was coming through pretty strong, and then we'll move forward. It is a 3 of Swords card, which is pretty deep, but that goes back to that loss that you guys have recently been going through, trying to navigate any heartbreak, pain, that sort of energy. So shuffling for Sagittarius. I'm very excited. You guys you feel good. Like, this is definitely feels like a different reading. Hold on. A lot of transformation. You have 888 here. You guys are making plans right now to come into union with something that could be your creativity, a business endeavor, a partnership, love, something like that. But I do see that you were previously like not really listening to yourself because of what you were going through. Almost like an energy of not being able to hear something. I'm seeing somebody like tap glass and talk through the glass, but it sounds muffled. I feel like going back to that procrastination energy. Even if you're unsure you're doing it, I'm hearing do it scared, which might be that whole starting and erasing and writing and erasing energy where like you want to start something, you're trying to start something, and even if it's not going how you want it to go, you're deciding to push through anyway. Because you see here, 8 of Swords is sort of being all in your head, like not being able to like make clear your thoughts, but he's not covered in the swords, he's outside of the swords. And then even though his yarn is all over him, he's still outside of his head. So it's like deciding what's within your head and taking it again to put it outwardly and having progress and success with that. Yeah. I also feel like it could, I don't feel like some of you are fully out of your energy. I do see some of you like, you know, confirmation. You may have just started like a new workout regimen or a new habit or something, and it might still be difficult for you to really step into that, incorporate it into your routine, but you know it's good for you, know it's going to behoove you. And so your effort in pushing through that energy is very present, but I'm not saying that for all of you like it's easy breezy. Some of you could work in beauty. Yeah, but whatever it is that you're studying and working on, it's gonna work out for you, for sure. And both of these swords, if you see, especially with the Justice card, it's like stuck in the ground. So it's gonna be solid, it's gonna be permanent. Whatever it is that you're working on, and I see a lot of you doing like heavy research, maybe something about checking numbers. I'm seeing something just really want to get on track. I also see some of you maybe obsessing, maybe not obsessing, but like really, really thinking about something that has already passed. In terms of like whomever it is that you're interested in or used to be interested in, I see that on your mind. And you kind of keeping that to yourself. I've met that might be that secret crush energy. Yeah, like wanting to move forward from a situation, 6 of Swords, into better territory, Tower moment, 10 and 6 here, 16. But maybe feeling trapped in like a past energy, past circumstance, mentally, not necessarily physically, but mentally. Going into this deck, we have Wheel of Fortune here, so divine timing, which is beautiful. 9 of Swords at the top. I do see some of you guys paranoid about the way your wheel is moving. It's like, I just got out of something crazy, really turbulent. Am I really going into better waters? Am I really having a change in my life right now? Is this really a fresh start? Oh my gosh, but yes, 3 of Swords in reverse. And we started with the 3 of Swords in that deck, talking about sort of the confusion, but coming out of it, you're coming out of 3 of Swords. So yes, I would say don't worry. Wow, 7 of Pentacles, because your investments are very clear, you're very pure, and you're planting them. And as long as you stay pure within planting them, then no matter what the season, all of it's gonna grow. It's nighttime here and it's still flourishing. So continue to push forward on the work that you're doing for sure. Wow, and the Chariot here at the bottom. That Cancerian energy moving forward, going back to definitely pay attention if you're seeing Porsches or horses. That is your confirmation that all is well. Yeah. I'm hearing as long as your cobwebs are straight, all of your love is coming in. So like if there's any webs or anything that you need to cleanse and clear out, make sure you do that. Make sure you're not being manipulative or anything like that. And you're going to have full fulfillment within yourself. Like your heart is going to be bursting. I keep feeling like I'm like about to lose my breath or like hiccup or something like that. So going back to Chariot to Never Never Land energy, if you're not arriving at Never Never Land right now, baby, you about to pull up. Yeah. I also see some of you like not focused on love at all, or you're just afraid to because of like a significant loss that you've had. Heavy on Queen of Cups energy. Some of you guys are definitely dealing with a Cancer or are in love with one. Vice versa, take it how it fits. The Ace of Pentacles here. There's something about a gift in regards to this. Even if it's not, I'm hearing teacher. Woo, an Empress right there. Yeah, someone who's like very abundant, clear in their mind, what they want, how they stand. Their archetype is very clean and very sturdy in regards to how they move. Someone within that energy, someone that you know or that you're interested in, or interested in you, again, take it, flip it where you need to, is a gift for you. Anything else here? Yeah. You guys have something that has to do with love that's like secretive, but you want it to be more than what it is. Oh. For sure. For sure. Either someone sees you as everything or you see someone else as everything. Definitely wanting to take action here, but there's no movement that has taken place thus far. But when I say the judgment call needs to be made in terms of you taking action and like not really running or hiding from this, is now. The time is now. Like your chariot is moving now, lover. It's like kiss, kiss. I'm hearing kiss and make up. Sorry, my camera is moving. That is not cool. All right, so we're gonna get into this next deck, you guys. And it's not actually a deck, it's a game. It's called Priorities, bless. And it is from a Sagittarius. So I'm very excited to use this. It's, again, just a game. I've never played this game, so I don't even know how it operates, but there's random cards in here that have different topics or I think phrases in something. They're telling me just take one side, so I'll just take this side. And we're just gonna see what comes out for you guys. And then if we need to pull more on it, then we will. But this is gonna have something to do with your energy. Something about you guys not wanting to be a part of the drama. Bless, amen to that. Some of you guys could have a potty mouth. Shuffling for Sagittarius, shuffling for Sagittarius. Some of you might have just had a dog that passed away. I'm sending love to you if that's the case. Shuffling for Sagittarius. I know how difficult that is. You have automated checkouts. People. Something is also like in a rush, like really trying to hurry up. So I don't know if this is you guys and your energy trying to hurry up and get to somewhere, or like your guides are quickly getting you to like this new destination. But there's a very strong push. It does kind of feel like it's like all over the place. I hope this makes sense for y'all, because I am not a Sagittarius, but again, I knew everyone's energy was just gonna come through very differently. So a couple flipped. I'm just gonna take what the first one is. Wow, love. Love, 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 love. I'm hearing Love on the Brain by Rihanna. Could be dealing with a Pisces, but again, also this energy is hidden. I don't know if y'all hiding and keeping secrets or somebody else's, or you guys are in union with someone else, but you have automated checkouts, you have people, and then you have love. I'm hearing something is also like an easy cash, like 100% you already know you want to invest in something. This could also be someone who's within your community that you already knew of. And then going back to the energy of like selling your clothes, I feel like whatever you're letting go of, whatever people you're connecting with, there's going to be divine connectivity there. And even if it's not within selling your clothes, something about exchange of values in terms of like you give something, they get something, and vice versa. Whatever it is that checks out, I'm hearing it checks out. Like we here. And this is going to be people that you're connecting with and people that are going to bring love into your life. Europe could be significant. Let's just pull on here and see. Wow, yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, baby. It's time. It's divine timing. Whatever it is that's coming in for you, coming through for you, I'm hearing is overdue. Overdue. Oh, one flipped. Hold on. What is this? I also see some of y'all planning something that someone doesn't know about. Yeah, maybe you're gonna go visit somebody and they don't know, or surprise them and they're not aware. But I also see some of you getting like this idea to do something and it's like, ooh, I'm about to go, da 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 da. And no one knows but you or whomever it is that you're dealing with. But I just see you having this idea and deciding to go do something, even if you feel like you don't fully have the means, the capability, whatever to do it. I see it happening. This could have already happened. Yeah. It could have been to like alleviate some pressure or tension that you have presently going on, but I see it turning out well and bringing balance and stability for whatever that situation is. So the last card here, we have the Well Watcher, or last deck, excuse me, number 7. And I grabbed this 7, going back to 777, because of my divine message that came through earlier with the girl who came to pick up an item of mine who looked just like my friend who recently passed away. So any messages here, Spirit, for Sagittarius as we close out? Telling me to shuffle. I'll take both. Rainbow Prince, compensation and perseverance. Compensation and perseverance. Automated checkouts, baby. It's coming through. You have the Sun Dancers, joyful activity, celebration of life and abundance, number 32. And you have the Desert Prince, survival and false promises, number 19. This came out in front of this one. So going back to like survival mode, false promises, feeling deserted, you're coming out of that energy and re-rising in the Sundance energy. And I also feel like all of the shift that's been happening, the chaos energy that's been happening, I'm seeing a tornado, but upside down. So it's like everything that's been like scooped up it feels like it's spiraling, or felt like it was spiraling in the wrong way, but it's actually taking you to more heights. Joyful activity, celebration of life and abundance. Like if you have not made it to Never Neverland yet, and everyone's Never Neverland is different, you are on the way. There is a rainbow on this card. Last message, be very mindful of your words, how you're speaking, how you believe in yourself and what you're affirming. Our words are spells and they're very, very important in regards to how we believe them and how we're presenting them in regards to our intention and how they're received. So anything else for Sag? Nope. I'll see you guys next time. Like and subscribe, and I hope that you guys come back soon. Send any comments, any messages. I also am doing personal readings now, and I do have something that I'm gonna start where I'll send you guys a number and you can send any like urgent messages that you want. You'll get a text back for payment, obviously, and then you will receive an answer within 24 hours. So sending love and light to you guys, and I'll see you later.